What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be about flatbed straps and talking about how often you replace them and how you roll them up and whatnot, and see some of your guys' opinions in the comments. But I've just replaced my flatbed straps. These are the ones I just removed from my box, and that is how I roll them up. That's how I like to roll them up. That's how I like to throw them, with the hook on the inside. As you know, when you order new straps, the hook is on the outside the way they're rolled up. So that's one of the aggravating things about ordering new straps, getting new straps in, is they're rolled up backwards from the way that I do it. I'm sure some people roll them up with the hooks on the outside. I don't like it that way. I like to roll them up this way because the way my ratchets and stuff are set up on my trailer, the way everything's set up, it works out best for me. So these straps are probably 2.5 years old, something like that. The one on top is not as old. It's not that old. I think I had one that got torn or something, and I picked up an extra. It's not that old. I don't know how old it is, but I'm replacing it anyway. These straps are not necessarily like bad. I mean, you can use them for other stuff. I have these same type straps on my gooseneck, and with the same ratchets and everything. So I could use some of them if I'm going, to pick up something at Lowe's or something. It doesn't weigh a whole lot. The straps are still decent, but I like to replace them whenever they get faded out. They start to fray on the edges, and they start to fray at the hook, and show some wear. You can see some fraying on that one right there. What I found is eventually they will start ripping on the edges. And once they start ripping on the edges a little bit, you crank down on them and they will rip right across. And so the sun and the rain has a lot to do with how long these things last. And like I say, in my use, somewhere between 2 and 3 years is what I found. So we'll just say a 2.5 year average is about what I would say. Obviously that depends on, as I say, how much they're left out in the sun, how many times they get wet, the type of material you're hauling, how rough it is on the straps when you drag them across, dragging them on the concrete, the gravel, whatnot. So there's a lot of variables there. You guys can leave in the comments, if you're flatbedders, what you usually get lifespan out of a set of straps. That's generally been my case. These straps here I bought at Freightliner Place, and where this one came through as well. That's the Multi-Prints brand, USA. You pick those up at Freightliner Place, and these are about $10 a piece, generally speaking. I just ordered a brand new set of Kenedyne straps from Mighty Products, M-Y-T-E-E, however you say it, Mighty. And I got them in, and I got them over here in my box. We're going to take a look at them. So this is the new Kenedyne straps I got in. I ordered blue this time instead of yellow. Just, I don't know, something different. Figured I'd have some blue ones. And so that's what I ordered. You can see they're rolled up backwards when you get them. And that doesn't work out for me because my ratchets are on the driver's side. My box is on the driver's side. And so whenever I get my strap out, I throw from the driver's side over to the passenger side. So the hook needs to be on the inside. In order to do that, I'll demonstrate it for you. Alright guys, so this is one of my old straps right here that the hook's rolled up on the inside. Whenever I throw my straps, I grab it like this right here, grab the tail of it, and chunk it like this. And you can see how far you throw that. I don't have any problems throwing it over a triple bundle of lumber, doing that. It's all hung up in the woods over there. Let me go get it. So you see how that works out? That works well for me. Getting them out of the box. My straps are on this side, or my ratchets are on this side. My straps are on this side. Get them out, chunk it over, and throw all of them over, go around the other side, hook it on the rail. And different people hook theirs differently. That's how I do mine right there on this particular trailer. Some trailers have spots under here. The real fancy newer trailers have spots under here. You can hook them. But that's the way I do my hooks so that they don't come unhooked. Wrap it up under there like that. Wrap it through. I see all kinds of people doing them different ways and whatnot, but that's what I typically do, except they'd be on the other side, then run it through the ratchets. Some people do that a couple of different ways as well. I usually just wind mine up around the ratchets, pull it through about 3 foot, and then wind it up around the ratchet. I find it just to be just as quick doing it that way as it is to, you know, pulling it back and folding it and doing it that way. The only thing, you have to tighten it a little bit tighter doing it that way, because they do have a tendency to loosen up after you drive a few miles down the road. But it's always good to check them anyway. But as you can see, all these here are just totally wrong, because there's no way that I can throw this with it being on the right side. I have to so I have to get my straps out, walk around to the passenger side, and throw it back this way and hook it on that side in order for it to work out. So it just doesn't work for my setup being rolled the way they come. I'm sure it does for some people, but it doesn't for me. Also, whenever I roll them up, I use a Kenedyne strap roller right here, hanging on the top of the trailer. Put this on there, and the way I generally do it is I'll just drag all of them together. When I pull them off the passenger side, get a whole handful of them, drag them around the back of the truck, come right here and lay them on the ground, and put it on here and start rolling it up. And usually I got on gloves, because these things will cause calluses on your hands because they're rough. But I just kind of do this right here and roll all of them up however many it takes. It's usually between 12 and 14 of them generally. I have 15 ratchets on my trailer. It's probably a few more than most people have. But the way that they load the lumber and stuff, sometimes you can roll those up pretty tight. But the way they load the lumber and stuff, sometimes they stagger the bundles, and you have to have more of them than you would if the bundles were all sitting side by side, same length or whatnot. So that's how I go about rolling my straps up. Most of the time, if I'm in a decent clean area, whether it be gravel or dirt or concrete, asphalt, whatever, that's kind of how I go about going about it. If I'm in a mud hole, like some of the places I go to, I went to on the last trip, you can see the mud on my tires there. I will go around. If they want me to unstrap in that, they won't let me unstrap before I get to that part. I will go around and roll every one of them up by hand. If I have time to keep from dragging my straps in the mud, because all the mud gets on the straps, and then the next time you get ready to throw your straps over, it gets all over you and all over the next load of lumber that you're carrying. So that's the way I do my straps, except they'll be rolled the other way. I'm not going to unroll all of them right now and roll them back up the correct way. But when I pick up my first load with them, I will just have to walk around to the other side and throw them from the other direction. And then whenever I roll them up the next time, they will be correct. Well, all the ones I use, there'll be probably, depending on the load I pick up, there may be 2 or 3 straps left that I didn't use. They'll still be wrong, but the rest of them should be correct. That's the way that I do it. Not saying it's right, wrong, or whatever. That's just the way that I've learned how to do it. That's the way I do it. Different people have their straps and ratchets on the opposite side of the truck. Some people have their straps on the other side, the ratchets on this side. They throw them from the other side over first. This is just the way my setup is done and what works for me. So I figured I would share that. May give somebody some ideas. So they can leave in the comments, if they do theirs this way, or if they got their box on the other side, or whatever works. As I say, this is just the way that I like to do it. I keep my winch bars in there as well. I keep 2 winch bars. I keep one that's got the end for the binder on it, the little longer one, and then I just got like a stubby one in there as well. Those winch bars, I've seen them break before, and so it's always nice to have a second one. And also, if you lose one, you leave it laying on the trailer somewhere. When you're binding something down, you forget about it, you lay it down somewhere. somebody walks off with it, whatever the case, I like to keep a second one on hand. And that way, if you get in a bind, you go somewhere to get unloaded, hopefully you got one of the two of them, and you won't have to cut all your straps off, because that's a little bit expensive when you have to do it that way. But anyway, just wanted to share that and how I go about doing it. You know, somebody might have a different idea, something that works better for them. That's what works for me, and so that's the way I do it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.